Hello, it's your boy, Sebastian Mihajlov. I will be your host today for my very first Banter Blitz on this page. I am incredibly excited, and I believe we will all have a good time today. And yeah, I hope you will enjoy it as well. I'm in the office today with my office. I have the Magnus picture, the unicorn. Amazing background, and I'm ready to take on you guys for one hell of a ride. I hope that the sound is good, and the video as well. I can't deny that I am slightly nervous. This is my very first time that I'm doing this, but once again, I do hope that you will enjoy it as much as I will. Alright, so we do have quite a few challenges up in here, So yeah, this is gonna be great. So if you guys are ready, I am ready as well. So we're gonna be taking on who's gonna be our very first match. Sound and video well in Amsterdam. Well, thank you so much, Dutch Defender. That's really great to hear. I hope you all are doing very fine today. I'm hunky dory myself. Hey Kamil, what's up? Kamil is actually my teammate. He's playing for the same Norwegian club as I am. So yeah, that's great. So we have 3 challenges up in here. Or actually we have a lot more. We have 8 challenges. And I believe Captain Khan is the first in line. So we're gonna get going with my very first Banter Blitz game. So let's see what Captain Khan has in store for us today. I am incredibly excited. Let's go for my favorite move, 1e4. He plays the Sicilian. I'm gonna spoil already that I will not follow the hammer repertoire, although it's a very good repertoire. I will try to play slightly more aggressive than the hammer himself. So this guy is going for the Sveshnikov. And that is indeed a very solid opening, a very good choice, which is played by Magnus, the man himself. I'm gonna take there, and I will play c3, which is a big main line. So let's see if Captain Khan from Turkey knows his stuff. I believe that he does, though. He plays bishop e6. I'm gonna go with castle. Alright, bishop g5. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. I think I'm gonna play knight c2 and play a4, which is a typical idea in these lines. Also gonna try to place my item on b4 as well. And he's going all aggressive on me with f5. Very nice indeed. I will then try to play with a4. Thank you so much, Dutch Defender. I hope you will enjoy it as well. And yeah, I kind of like my position already. I'm gonna apply some pressure on b5 and a6 as well once he takes, which I think he will. He takes on d5, that is also a good option. And he's gonna go for it. He's gonna do his best to take me down. Ooh, e4 as well. He's going all up aggressive up in here. But little does he know that the e6 square is slightly weakened now because of the f5 thrust. So who knows what he's gonna do about that. Hey Abdu, great to see you. Very nice to see you in here. So f4, he's going for it. He's gonna play f3 in the next move. I don't care that much though. I think I'm just gonna put my knight on d4 and try to get it to e6 where it does belong. Also, I have my coffee. Not a lot of coffee left though. Can't have to admit that. So he's thinking, I wonder why. Is he gonna go for f3 or isn't he? I believe he might do it, but to be honest, I can't really see what's up if I just take it. If I just take the pawn. Okay, maybe he can do something different, but okay, knight d6, slightly dangerous for black, and he plays f3, very nice move, but okay, I take, and no attack yet. But of course, I have to be careful with knight on f4, bishop on f4, queen on h4, I'm checkmate already. But okay, I take, and I think we're doing fine. The speed is also very important. For me, at least. I always play incredibly fast when I play online, because that means that I can flag. Flagging is a huge part of a blitz, and if you're good at flagging, you're definitely gonna be gaining quite a few elo points, because technically that's what blitz is about: playing fast, playing well, which is why it's good to know some theory as well. So he's deep in the tank, quite deep in the tank indeed. I have no idea what he's going to do, because he cannot take on d5. I have knight e6, and probably bishop c4 or queen b3 as well. He's very deep into the tank. Are you playing from the Chess24 office in Hamburg? I am not, although I wish. I really want to go there someday. But I guess if I'm going to do that, I'll have to move further up the hierarchy. So, hey Fucsia, it's really nice to see you in here. And hey Sean Ferry as well. Hope y'all are doing wonderfully today. And he is thinking on how he's gonna take me down. But he needs to hurry up, because his time is ticking. It's ticking awfully fast down. 1:45. He has 1:45 minutes to checkmate me. Will he be able to do that? Time will tell. I'm just gonna sit back and relax, enjoy my coffee. Very nice to see you, Finn Heister, as well. How are you today, my friend? So queen e8 is a move I did not expect, and definitely looks like a good one. Because his idea now is to play queen g6. And I might be mated before I know it. Ooh. Do believe I'll play knight e6 though. Try to be as annoying as possible. I believe that is also another one of my philosophies on Blitz. Try to be as obnoxious and as annoying as you possibly can for your opponent, so he needs to spend more time. Hey Salon. Wonderful to see you too. I'm having a really good day today. I didn't sleep much. I slept for 4.5 hours, but I feel really good. I really do. Life is definitely treating me well, which is really nice. In case any of you are wondering what my rating is, it's not too high. I have 2387 at this point, and my peak was 2 years ago when I was 2415, so you know, I've been having a type of elevator career with going up and going down. And he is extremely deep in the tank right now. Only 40 seconds left. 40 seconds. Queen g6. I'm gonna play king h1. And the question is now, I have rook g1, which is an obnoxious threat. Again, my philosophy, try to be as obnoxious as you possibly can. And he is once again thinking on how he can deal with that, but he can't think for much longer, and he plays rook f4 out of desperation. I am still going to play rook g1, because now I am attacking the bishop, I am attacking the rook. And what is he going to do? He plays queen f6, the lad from Turkey. And he resigns, which means the first game is in my hands. Very good game, Captain Khan. Very nice game. I really liked that game. I think f3 was really interesting, but maybe you should have prepared it a little bit more first. Trying to get some more pieces into the attack. At least maybe take on a4, play a5 and stuff like that. My sick duck. Hey man, that's a cool nickname. Alright, let's go with the next one. We do not have that much time. I'm gonna try to play as many people as I possibly can. So we have a few people. Some really strong ones as well. I'm gonna play Fucsia. 5 minutes plus 3 seconds. Right. I think I've already accepted that. There we go. I will once again play e4. The hammer has taught me that e4 is a great move. So I will try to do that. I am white again though. That's really polite. And she plays the Caro-Kann, which is a solid opening. So what are we going to do against that? I believe we're going to take and play solidly as well. Where I'm going to put my knight in e5. Put my bishop on b5. And believe it or not, this is some sort of reversed Nimso Indian, which is quite hilarious actually. So knight c6. Bishop b5 is the correct move, I think. And now, bishop d7. So she knows her stuff. She definitely knows her stuff. So I believe I will take it. Take that bishop and castle. I'm just gonna claim that I'm slightly better because of the bishop here. Although Fucsia, she's playing awfully solid. So how are we going to deal with that? She's playing fast as well. But she has increment, so now I can't use the flag option, which might have been a really good strategy for her, because she knows that I'm infamous for my flagging. And now that I cannot flag her, I actually have to try to beat her on the board, which is certainly gonna be a difficult task. So she plays bishop d6, trying to attack my h2 pawn. Luckily, the pawn is defended, so I'm just gonna develop my pieces, put my bishop on g5, and ask her, what is she going to do about that? She believes that knight e4 is a good move, and I have to agree on that claim. So I'm gonna put my bishop on h4. So, are you sitting in an art atelier? That's a hard word to pronounce. Kind of. This is the office. The office of the good old Magnus Carlsen, as you can see. With the wonderful photo right there. Absolutely brilliant photo, I have to admit that. So I believe he was actually, I think he was at least close to being nude when that photo was painted back in the good old days. At least that's what the rumors say. He was sitting there, ready to be painted by the CEO of the company himself. And f4, and how I actually made a mistake here, because when I put my bishop on h4, g5 is a serious option. And how am I going to deal with that? Fucsia is playing, and she's playing, indeed, quite well. Hey, Mike. Who painted the lower part of the body, though? Yeah, who knows about that? I do not have the details, unfortunately, but I would have gladly told you if that was the case. No, that is actually Magnus Carlsen himself. The man, Magsy Bogues, is the guy in the background. So Fucsia, she's gonna take my bishop, which means that I am in danger of already suffering my first ever loss in the Banter Blitz. So we will get another pawn here, and we will get a pawn on h4. So how many pawns are that? That is 3 pawns. And if I do my math correctly, 3 pawns should compensate for a piece, which is nice. So someone passed by. Yeah, this is a busy place. King h8. Is she going to allow me to take on h6? I believe she will, and I will gladly accept. The greedy person as I am will take the pawn. My good old coach Simon Agdestein, he taught me, if you take something, take it. And that is, in a way, my philosophy of chess as well. If you can take something, then take it. And that was the philosophy back in the days when good old Paul Morphy was playing. So, no, I mean the man who went in the background, not the picture. Right, yeah, I believe a lot of people will pass by. Because, you know, this is a busy place with a lot of people. People running through the hallway acting like they're working. Right. Nice, you guys are funny. I'm having a blast already. This is the first time and I'm already having one hell of a time. And Fucsia, she's also proving to be a challenge. So my idea is simple. I just want to put my rook into the attack. And I want to try to checkmate her. But of course, with one piece down, it's not so easy, but her king is awfully weak. So she plays rook h7, that is indeed a good move. So I will put my queen on e6. Check. And maybe knight f5 or knight g6. Everything is gonna come. We will tell you when someone passes by. People playing chess online acting like they're working. Yeah, that is a good point. But you know, I've now started to only play chess online when I am working. And the reason why, as I did mention in one video, is that I got too addicted of playing chess online. It was so bad that I got really addicted and I couldn't sleep if I lost rating, and I also become incredibly angry as well, which was a huge problem for me. So And besides that, I started to play a lot of 30-second chess, and I was sitting there for hours playing 30-second chess, so that was not a very productive way of spending the day, to say the least. So yeah, that was me just a few months ago. I've been sober for 4 months, is it? Where I used to play on chess.com, where I was known for being Captain Casanova, so I might return to online chess someday, but who knows when that time will come. I feel you. I'm not even high in online chess rating, and I still get mad at losing points. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's incredibly infuriating, actually, to lose in online chess. It really is. I become extremely angry, and yeah, I don't think I'm gonna rage quit here, but, you know, I might say something stupid. Time will tell. This is my first time. So rook h6, but doesn't that blunder a piece if I attack the bishop with my pawn and attack her queen at the same time? The lady is going. Hey amigo Alex, and hey Carl as well. Where are you from, says Johannes. I am from Norway. Good old Norway, but my dad is Bulgarian, which is why my name is Mihajlov. So I'm 50% Norwegian and 50% Bulgarian, so it's kind of a little mix, a small mix right there. But, you know, I never grew up in Bulgaria, and I unfortunately can only speak, you know, the classic, like I can tell a girl if she's beautiful, and I can tell it, and I can use the swear words, and I can some of the basic stuff, but that's about it when it comes to Bulgarian. So, the man in the bag was me after school. I always forget my jacket. Same here, man. Same here. Another thing that has happened to me sometimes is that I've been going to the store while forgetting my wallet. That is the definition of a man who has his life together. Okay, so now we're doing incredibly well because we do have a few pawns up. 2 pawns, right? Queen g4 is a nice move. Although unfortunately for poor Fucsia, I do not believe it's gonna be enough. I'm gonna grab a pawn though, because I'm a greedy man, as I've already mentioned. And I do not... Okay, I can take the queen with 2 pawns up in the endgame. Okay, it's actually 4 pawns. Wow. No, 3 pawns. It would have been 3 pawns, alright. So rook d6, I'm gonna check her again. And king g5. So I believe I will play f3. There we go. So, favorite Bulgarian chess player? Have you ever heard MVL legendary Bulgarian chess coach GM Spiridonov? Unfortunately, I've never heard of him. But if I'm gonna say who my favorite Bulgarian chess player is, I'll think I have to say Topalov. Not only for the fact that he's incredibly strong, but he has an incredibly fun playing style, and he had a lot of brilliant games where he sacrificed exchanges and he sacrificed pieces, and he was a really cool attacking player, and we need more of those in today's grim, boring society. I think it's really fun when people go all crazy, go all Michael Tal and just sacrifice and play for the initiative. That was a great game, Fuxia. I believe you were doing quite well, but after you blundered a piece, it was unfortunately too much to bear, I believe. Thank you so much. Is e4 your main move? No, actually I've been a d4 player my whole life. And wow, a lot of players are coming in here with the challenges. So who are we gonna play now? I guess I can play the Dillinger escape plan, whose rating is quite high. And the time control is slightly lower as well, which means that we can flag him, or will he flag me? That is the question. I'm just gonna go for some pre-moves here to try to play fast so I do not get flagged. So, is e4 your main move? I believe I already answered that, didn't I? Yeah, once again, great game, Fuxia. I enjoy that. And really good with the f4 and the g5. I actually completely missed that, and I was just lucky that it worked out for me in the end. But higher rated players are always lucky. If you can actually put me into the category of high rated players, I mean, my rating isn't exactly too impressive. Alright, so this guy is playing really solidly. The Dillinger escape plan has, I guess, a Dillinger escape plan. So, let's see, I'm gonna try to put my bishop on a6, so I can try to put a knight on c5, so I can try to put a knight on d3, and he has already foreseen what I'm about to do. So knight c4 is a good move, and how is he going to respond now? Knight e3 as well, that also looks good. But what if I continue with my plan of putting the knight on c5? So, actually, Topalov had also been coached by Guillermo Spiridono. Wow, I didn't know that. That is indeed a fun fact. So, yeah, there are a lot of fun facts out there. If you have some fun facts in general, just share them below. I think I have some as well. Like Eminem's birthday was yesterday, although I guess that is not such a fun fact. I've always been a huge Eminem fan if we're gonna talk about rap. Talked a lot about rap when I was streaming with Jan around 3 weeks ago, or might even be close to a month ago at this point. Yeah, so love rap, but I love Dean Martin and Elvis and that kind of music as well. Just in general, I really love music. I listen to a lot of music. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti, I believe. Awesome. Yeah. Play me, Sebastian. Sweden versus Norway. Nice. I will try to play as many people as I can. I really appreciate all the challenges. I just hope that I will have time to play quite a few games. This is a really interesting game, but I'm leading on the time here, which might be a slight issue for my opponent, and I think I'm a pawn up as well. I haven't really paid attention to what's going on here, but I do believe I have control. So he's attacking my knights, so I have to protect that. Napoleon also appreciated luck in his generals. I remember reading it quite along the lines of, yes, I know his credentials, but is he lucky? Really? I didn't know that. That's cool. Always been interested in history, but when it comes to history, I've always liked really old history for some bizarre reason. Like the Roman Empire and all of that stuff. And Genghis Khan, although that history isn't really that old. If you look, you know, the world into perspective. Right, so he has 1 minute. Un minuto. And I have 127, so I'm trying to figure out what I'll do now. How can I exploit my advantage? I do not know. Bishop b7. Try to attack his pawn. So, need to scratch my head here. Knight g5. But what does he do if I simply push the knight away? So, oh yeah, only premium. I actually didn't notice that you were not premium. So yeah, the Banter Blitz is for those who are premium. So if you would like to enter the Banter Blitz, you have to become a premium member. So that's that. So he takes and sacrifices, but is it going to be enough? The clock is once again ticking down. 35 seconds. And Father Gascoigne is up a piece. And what is he going to do about it? Здрасте, Kostava. So, old history, Japan, Korea. Yeah, the history of Japan is really interesting. And there was a guy who made a video with on the history of Japan, which got like a huge amount of views on YouTube. Probably like 50 million or something like that. Might even be more at this point. That was brilliant. And now I believe we're gonna take the Dillinger escape plan down. Unless he can come up with a Dillinger escape plan in the position. But can he now? Can he do that? That is the question of the day. Ugh. Cold coffee. Nisto, Kostava. Nisto. That's about all I know in Bulgarian. Oops, not new game. Challenges? What are we gonna accept now? Let's go for, there are a lot of people, some with high rating. I will pick someone, again, Peeta, Sita, Peeta, Zita. And I will accept that. You saw the game of Corona versus Luke McShane? Yes, I did. And that was, indeed, a really good game by Luke McShane, so it's a shame he didn't manage to pull it off. Also, I have to thank the Dillinger escape plan for, for the game. I guess you can technically say that Caruana came up with a Dillinger escape plan as well. Although that joke is getting really old at this point. And, yeah. I played here against Grishik, Svitter, Howl, and many others. Wow, that's cool. I never played against any of those guys, but I did play against them on ICC, at least Grishik, back in the good old days. Sebastian, any interesting Norwegian historic fact besides Vikings conquering Paris? A good question. I can't really think of any, because Norway has kind of a lame history when you compare it to a lot of other countries, which is kind of a shame. I believe Bulgaria has a lot more interesting stuff than Norway when it comes to history. Bulgaria actually had an incredible empire at some point. If you don't like it, you can cancel it. That is the wisdom of the day. I'm so bummed that he was in so much time trouble. Yeah, Gandalf, you're absolutely right. And, but that's chess. Time is a part of the game. If you think for a really long time, the chances of you finding the good moves is a lot higher. And, the time control in Isle of Man is actually incredibly high as well. So, poor time management by Luke McShane, I guess. That might be a bit harsh, but it is the truth, though. But yeah, sometimes time troubles are inevitable in chess. People still play on ICC. Well, unfortunately, I believe a lot of people have stopped playing on ICC. Oops, I actually wanted to play Bishop G5. I need to start paying attention to the games, but the conversations are so interesting, and I believe Peeta said I might put up a really nice fight here. Lame history. There are like a million Viking movies and books. Well, I meant besides the Vikings. The only interesting history of Norway is the Vikings, and that's kind of it. So, of course, all of the fun movies are Vikings. Yeah. Alright, Bishop E7. What should I do about that? I think I'll just play Bishop D2. I recently watched a video about Norway's landscape. Yeah, Norway has a beautiful landscape, that's true. So, if you go to Norway, you should definitely try to see the landscape and not really the cities, and that might be the case in a lot of places. And, I'm in huge trouble here. F5, what do I do against that? Probably Knight C3. Oh, Bishop H4 as well. I did not see that one coming. Definitely did not see that one coming. Okay, Queen F3, but F5, what do I do? I'm losing a piece once again. Do you know the series Norseman? Yeah, Norseman is really good. Fineister, I'm not sure. I believe the stream is fine, because you're the only one who has pointed that out, but the net here definitely could have been better. So if it is an internet issue, I'll have to blame it on the office. So, impressive that you know about Bulgarian history. Well, I really like all of those things. History, and I like knowledge in general. I like to know stuff. So, blame Magnus. Yeah, good point. I think that actually might be the internet a little bit. I have to apologize deeply for that. And oh my god, we are low on time. Rook D1, 42 seconds. 42 segundos, caballo C5, alfil B7. ¿Qué haces aquí? Porque cuidado, pero tengo G3 también en la próxima. Dama C7, caballo por, G3, E4, I completely missed that. Takes. Takes. Can we flag this guy? Can we? Dama D3. But the endgame has to be winning. C4, Peeta Zeta might take me down. Can he now? 19 seconds. And we have the queen already. But can we checkmate in time? Queen G1. Put the queen on G1. King F4. And it's checkmate, right? Queen takes G5. Checkmate. And that is the game. What a heart attack. And what a fight from Peeta Zeta from Namibia, I believe. No, it's Congo. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, definitely Congo. I just can't look at the game. The man in the background has went the third time to the left now. I need to know if he finally left or will come back. Oh, man. Okay, always blame the mouse. That is such a good name. I guess I will try to distinguish a little bit between like the ratings. I'll play like a high rated and a low rated and a high rated and a lower rated. Best Bulgarian soccer player, there's no doubt about that. ¿Tuviste alguna novia española? Que pues sí, es cierto. Tenía una novia, pues tengo una novia. Tengo una novia de Costa Rica. Y también tengo amigos latinos también. Y por eso puedo hablar un poco español. Pero bueno, me equivoco mucho. Y porque la gramática es demasiado difícil. So this guy from Sweden. This is gonna be a great... Thanks for the game, by the way. I have to say. That was such a good fight. So... no español, por favor. Bueno, we will stick to the English. I've always been interested in languages as well. You know, I wanted to learn Italian and French and Russian as well. I really wish I could speak those languages, but, you know, that'll have to be someday. Your Spanish is very good. Well, thank you so much. That means a lot. But, well, if you talk to a Latino, he's probably gonna say the opposite. At least when he thinks that I can actually know stuff, I'm gonna start to make a lot of mistakes. I want to learn Dutch. Dutch is an awesome language. Do you accept 3 minutes only, or is 5 minutes fine too, Mr. Streamer? I can accept anything. If you want to challenge me for 1 minute, I will gladly play that as well. I can play anything. I'm just here to have fun, play with you guys, have a good time. You know, that's what I'm about. I'm about having a really nice time. Wow, wish I could speak Spanish like that. Thank you so much, Dutch Defender, if I didn't say that already. What is up with the guy in the background? I even have to check that myself. Germany, ja, ich habe Deutsch in der Schule gelernt, aber ich bin nicht so gut. Right. So, I'm gonna put my knight on d4, and I'm gonna ask, always blame the mouse, what he's gonna do about that. He's gonna take it. Probably a good decision. So now I have to go with the typical plan of Sveshnikov with f5 and take on e4 and all that stuff. Which is really nice. Spanish in Norwegian accent, not typical. Sebastian is half Tika. Yeah, that might be true. Your German is not that bad, thank you. How many languages do you speak? I only speak Norwegian, I speak English, and I speak some Spanish, and then I know a little bit of German. A little bit of, you know, I think I can swear in around 20 languages or something like that. And whenever I visit a country, I try to learn some, you know, some phrases. Because it's, you know, it's really fun when you tell people from different countries phrases in their language. They become so happy, and that makes me really happy as well. Yeah, rakia. Yeah, Bulgaria, they're famous for their rakia, which they use for everything. Not only drinking, but cleaning, and God knows what else they use it for. Now I'm starting to like my position, but I guess it might be difficult to penetrate here. Let's see. I'm gonna try to put my rook on c3. So, better than my English. Well, thank you, but I don't get your hopes up. I mean, my German is quite bad. But you know, Norwegian and German is quite similar in some cases, as a matter of fact. So, yes. Bye, Gandalf. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching the stream, and I hope to see you in the next one. How does it feel to crush this Trent guy? That feels amazing, especially because I think he called me a donkey before the stream, which is, he really jinxed it there, didn't he? Although Trent is an awesome guy. I really like people who actually, you know, dare to, you know, trash talk a little bit. You know, I think it's funny, so I didn't exactly get offended when Lawrence Trent called me like a donkey and said that every Nordic player or every talent. What did he say? I can't even remember what he said, but you know, I just think it's bloody hilarious, to be honest. Your name doesn't sound Norwegian, and that is indeed correct. My father is Bulgarian, so my mom's Norwegian, so I am 50% mixed right there. So I really hope that he's gonna blunder mate on g2 with bishop b3, but I guess not. And if it wasn't mate, I would have had rook b2 anyway, so no biggie. Ooh, bishop f3. Did not see that. Using Trent and awesome in the same sentence? You must be new. If you like the history and languages, get a hold of books on the evolution of languages. Well, good point. He said during the stream that he forgot more this day than you learned your entire life. Oh man, Lawrence Trent coming in with comments, and when I kick his ass, he shuts up. That's just the way it should be. Oh man. Actually, as a matter of fact, when I was a kid, I dreamt about becoming like, you know, a comedian. I really love to you know, offend people and stuff like that. I like to go as far as I possibly can. And yeah, another thing that I really love to do is to make other people's day better. I like to make them laugh and stuff. So when I was a kid, I always did that. I told teachers corny jokes, and I told pickup lines to girls, and I had like, you know, a period with just plain silliness. And I have a YouTube channel as well where I just make a lot of weird videos. I like cooking videos for kids and a lot of stuff. But yeah, comedy has always been a huge part of my life. I like to laugh a lot, and yeah. I accept any type of challenges if you're curious. But you don't speak Bulgarian. Well, I do speak a little bit, but you know, I can't speak fluently. As I did mention, I know all the basics. I can say Nokos is slatka, otidom stajata, and yeah, svodnik, istrut, imaš obavi kraka. The list goes on for everything I can say in Bulgarian. Who's your favorite comedian? That is indeed a really good question. Oh, did my opponent, he blundered, didn't he? He takes on f8, but what if I just recapture? That sounds like you've been a weird kid, true. I'm trying to think of my favorite comedian. Who's that? Favorite comedian? To be fair, I haven't watched that many in English, but I watched quite a few in Norwegian. So one of my favorites in Norwegian is a guy named Otto Jespersen. He's bloody brilliant. He's really funny. Any others I can think of in English? Kevin Hart is funny, I guess. There are a lot of TV shows that I love, though. So yeah. There was a guy that I watched recently, which was really funny, and he had like a special. But you know, of course, if I have to choose my favorite comedian, that has to be Amy Schumer. I actually don't know. Really good question. There's so many of them. Okay, so now I'm gonna play someone a little bit lower rated. Salon has been waiting for a while. Thank you so much for the game. Always blame the mouse. That is a brilliant nickname, I have to say. Richard Pryor. I have heard the name, but I don't really know any jokes. Thank you though. I can't really get over the fact that Finheister thinks that I've been a weird kid, and I guess that's true. Quite weird indeed. I'm so weird that I think I'm gonna play B6 this game. So many questions. Why is Father Gascoigne a nickname? That's because of a video game called Bloodborne. He's one of my favorite characters in Bloodborne. And Bloodborne is probably my favorite video game of all time. Although I'm also famous for being a huge Crash Bandicoot fan. I love Crash Bandicoot with all my heart. That was my childhood. Crash Bandicoot, such an amazing game. This coffee was disgusting. John Candy along with Uncle Buck. I have to check that out. D5. That looks like a good move. I want to try to avoid knight g5 nonsense. Right, top 5 TV shows is the next question I have to answer. And, ooh, 94, I did not see that at all. Top 5 TV shows, that is also a really hard question. I love 2.5 Men, that is really good. The thing is, there are too many TV shows that's funny, and there are some that's really good because of the action. Of course, I really liked Game of Thrones. I was not happy with the last season, of course. That was absolutely shocking writing, I have to say. Yeah, and I like comedy movies as well. These questions, top 5 TV shows, that is indeed. Lucas Van Forest, how are you, my friend? Really great to see you in here. I think I'm gonna place my king on h7. I want to play e5. What other video games do you play? I play Dark Souls, for instance, and I play Uncharted. I play Sly Cooper. And yeah, on the PC I play Bloons Tower Defense, and that's kind of it, I guess. And of course Crash Bandicoot, as I already mentioned. So yeah. Anyway, knight d5, really nice move. He's attacking the pawn on c7, and what can I do about that? I think I'm just gonna put my queen on f7 in order to defend that. So yeah, I have to agree, Magnus is a very humorous guy. He is indeed a very humorous man. So it's actually, it might also be one of my like one of my favorite Norwegian comedians as well. Although his humor is quite silly, it's really funny. Yeah, Ben Feingold is also really funny. He has a great sense of humor as well. Great, so I'm gonna take. So we have a lot of time on our hands, but the position is not looking very impressive. The fact that he's attacking the pawn on c6. Ooh, a5, that is a bad move. That is a bad move. b5. Ooh, that was terrible. Really bad. I might suffer my first defeat against Zulan. Ooh, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be tough. And so yeah, rook a1. Then I guess I'll put my rook on a7. Do you know if Vikings were into chess? I don't think chess existed at that point, but maybe a similar type of chess game existed. I'll just play a4. Oh, this position is disgusting. This is really bad. I have problems with my knight on b8, and he has a lot of pressure. I'm not gonna trade queens. Thank you very, very much. All right, queen z3, nice. Actually, this is a really tough one for me. Incredibly tough. Salon is coming up with an amazing fight. How am I supposed to develop my pieces? I don't know. I guess I'll try for b5. I guess so. I actually, I'm not very good with the history of chess because I've heard several versions. Some people believe it became a thing on like the 1500s, and some people believe it was founded like, you know, as you're saying, 2,000 years ago. I don't know actually. Take, and I'll put my rook on d7. Takes, and play rook d7. I believe I just have to flag him because this position is beyond terrible. Is it beyond saving? Is it beyond saving? It might be beyond. It might be too much to bear for Father Gascoigne, which is going to be painful if I'm gonna suffer my first ever defeat. And now it definitely looks like I will. This is literally totally the worst position I've had today by far. Definitely. Queen d6, and I will try to put my queen on d3 or try to create some counterplay, but can I do it? The most important thing, can I flag him though? That is the question. If I can flag him, he has 135, so Salon is smart. He has been playing really fast, but he is now, is he gonna slip though? Is he going to slip? My only hope for not losing my very first game. I don't want to draw either, but you know, this is such a bad game that I guess I'll just have to take it. So, yeah. Well, that is nice that you became premium. I'll keep that in mind. We'll see. There's so many people to play though, and a lot of people waiting in line. I'm gonna put my king on c7. I want to protect the knight. The lady is in the middle. That's the place where she belongs. Queen b4. He wants to play queen e7 or queen f8. She wants to penetrate. But now the king is becoming active. I have a passed pawn, and the knight is really dangerous. Knight e4. He blundered knight e4, and now we can take on f2. What is Salon going to do about it though? He's gonna play bishop e8, and he's attacking my pawn on g6. And what can I do about that? I'll play knight g4. I will try to take the pawn. But I also have to take the pawn on b5, and he plays that. But then now I have knight e5 and I protect the pawn. But he's gonna play king c3, and what am I going to do? What can I do? What exactly can I do? King d6? Ooh. King d4? What? King d4 is a... yeah, I guess c3? No, I can't play c3. I'm gonna lose. I'm actually gonna lose this game. I can't believe it. No. No. Knight g4 is gonna take on g6 now. No, please. He takes there though. Now knight takes c3. There might be some hope. And he's going for my pawn, but I'm gonna go for his pawn as well. He's playing king a5 though. I have to play king c7 because he's gonna play b6 and b7 and b8. This is so exciting. This is so exciting. I'm gonna flag him. I have to flag him though, but maybe now my position is looking good up in here. Because he actually played a little bit too slow, because now I'm gonna push my pawns. Push the pawns, okay. f2, b6 is coming. King b7. And he has 22 seconds. We're gonna take the bishop. And we will win this game. Take the pawn, knight f5, h4, king takes h, king b5, king a7, ace h3, and h1, and Salon has been taken down. But what a fight by Salon! What an amazing fight! Completely winning, I believe, for white. A really good game by Salon. I have to say, I'm quite impressed by that. I have to say. Do you eat a lot of salmon? Yes, I do. I love salmon. I love it. I eat fish probably 4 times a week. Alright, road to 2800. You were the one that that got the premium, right? I believe so. So I'm gonna accept you, and your rating is high as well. We have 5 minutes. Once again, it is an unwritten rule that the new premium members are number 1 in the challenging list. Yeah, I guess so. Thank you, Road to 2800, for going premium. You were the one that, yeah, I think so. You were the one. I'm gonna play solid against you. You seem like a dangerous man. So I'm taking you seriously here with e4, e5. And will you follow the hammer repertoire? You will follow the hammer repertoire with bishop b5. Bishop a4. But I guess because of the fact that you became a premium member a few minutes ago, you haven't really seen the hammer repertoire. Which means I'm gonna pull out the surprise here for you. The arc variation. The Archangelsk variation. I just came back from Norway. I was being fed with bacalao, which is stockfish's soup. Yeah, that's a good point. Right, c3 is a really complicated line. This is gonna be d4 is now the big main line. I'm gonna take that. He's gonna play rook e1. I'm gonna play d5, of course. Rook e1 is mandatory. I play d5, and he's now gonna play knight g5, I believe. Knight g5. This is a mess, but I believe I know the theory more or less. e4. 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 Definitely did not expect that move. Maybe we can play bishop c5 or bishop e7, I guess, to avoid the pin. Ooh. Ooh. I guess I'll go for a4. The infamous hammer trois. Oh yeah. Take on b5 takes. So I have to take with the bishop, of course, because the pawn on d5 will hang. Oh my god, my father plays that as well. What's the chance? My father is actually a chess player. He's 2200 or 2150. Quite good. Quite good indeed. But queen takes d4. I have the move. Bishop c5, my friend. Alltså, vad är det som händer?
Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Sebastian Mihajlov.
Thank you, my boss.
Right.
Take care. All right. Hur är läget? Road to 2800. Like, how did it feel to beat your dad for the first time? That is probably the best feeling I've ever had in my entire life. Okay, maybe the second best feeling. I think the first time I kissed my girlfriend is slightly higher on the list. But I would say if beating my dad is the second best feeling I've ever had. That was my brother Felipe. That is my boss in this office. An amazing boss, I have to say, which is totally not a biased opinion. Has the famed Hammer trois been released? The Hammer trois has definitely been released. Go check that out if you feel like playing really solid with e4. Where are you? Strange picture with unicorn in background. Oh, I believe we're gonna be taking road to 2800 down now, though. I have to focus on the game. I'm gonna make some huge mistakes, and my mouse is not working properly. Knight f2, I guess. And g6. This has to be the end for road to 800. I do wish you luck, though, on the road to 2800. And once again, thank you for becoming a premium member. I really appreciate it. Everyone on Chess24 appreciates that. And thanks to that, we were able to have this amazing game we're having right here. He takes with the hope that I'm gonna recapture and blunder my bishop. And I blunder my bishop though? No, I did not, because I have queen h4, and with queen h4, the rook is hanging, which means the bishop will not hang, because he can... No, it will hang, because he's forced to go to g1. We're gonna tickle a little bit and go back. And then we're gonna play queen e1, and then we're gonna take the bishop. And unfortunately for road to 2800, this is the end for him. Really unfortunate, because this opening is incredibly interesting. I think I'll just have to show that really quickly. So after e takes d4, rook e1, which was played in the game. Your boss really likes that hallway, doesn't he? Yes, he does. So I'm gonna show you this really quick. Knight g5 here is the main line, and after you can play queen d7 or queen f6. I like this move. And the theory goes bishop takes d5, queen takes f2, king h1, long castling. It's a bloody crazy line where black sacrifices a piece, but as a matter of fact, it leads to a forced draw. So knight takes c4, queen f5. I had one game where I played this and then resigned after bishop g5. That was such a good game. And now c4 takes, bishop takes, knight e5, knight g3, queen f2, knight e4, queen f5, knight g3, and it ends in a draw. So that is this opening right here. It's really crazy and a lot of wonderful lines. Just wanted to show off that real quick, but we're gonna be going with the next challenge. Alright, who's next? Oh, there's so many of them. There's so many. I think I'll go with Michael Palika. So I'll accept him as well. So let's see what he can pull off against us today. If I've ever visited, the Good Night Pub, yes, I have. Definitely like being there, although I recently turned 20, but before I turned 20, I was actually not allowed to enter after a certain point. I'm gonna put my bishop on c4. Queen e7. Wow. 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 What a move by Michael Palika. First time in my entire life that I see that. Knight c3? I don't know though. What is his idea behind that? Does he just want to control on the dark squares? Bishop e6, bishop g5, f6. I'm just gonna go to h4. Yeah, castling. Wow, this actually might be really cool, I have to say. The feeling when the low rated are 1800 and I'm 800 challenging him. Yeah, it's fun to have strong people challenging, but I want to award the people for becoming being premium members, and I would like to play basically everyone, but it's easier to play more people with the short time control. So if you guys want to play a bullet game, I'm definitely down for that. Definitely down for short time controls. I love those, as I have mentioned earlier. I really like 30 seconds chess, and I like 1 minute, but I don't play less than 30 seconds because that's not really chess in my opinion. 30 seconds is chess though. What do you play against the Italian attack with knight of... I believe that's knight of 6, I think, right? The Italian attack. Or is the Italian attack d4? Maybe it is actually with d4. Kind of struggling to remember these names. Alright, but now that he takes on c3, he's opening up the b file, which might prove to be an issue for him, especially after queen d7, because now I can play queen b3, attack on b7 and on g8, which means a piece is hanging after bishop takes g8. That is too bad. I'm still waiting for my first defeat. There have been a few close calls, but it seems like I'm gonna be able to pull this one off. Luckily. Where do you play in Norway? I play at a club of Bærum, which is the place where I live, and in fact that it's also the same place where Magnus Carlsen himself grew up. We actually did visit the same visit. We went to the same schools. We went to the same primary school, high school, and secondary school. A horse is a horse, of course. Of course, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, my friend. Yes, indeed. Queen e3. When the enemy tries to capture the f7 pawn. Yeah, that's with knight f6, I guess. Knight g5. You mean for white or for black? Yeah, d5 is indeed the right move. You're welcome. How come you're not at the tourney in UK? Well, I don't know. Work. And I was also a coach in the World Youth Chess Championship in India recently, and I just came back. That was a really nice trip. I guess I'm gonna put my queen on e4. Yeah, my bishop on e6 is absolutely amazing. Just look at this position. Look at it. Ooh, this is brilliant. Hehehe. Alright, I believe I'm gonna put my rook on d1. I can't laugh at my own jokes. It's kind of embarrassing, but that does happen quite often where no one laughs and I'm the only one that laughs. So stupid, and it happens a lot as well. Or maybe not a lot, but at least quite a few times. My elo is 2387, so it's not the most impressive thing in the world, but my peak was 2415. But, you know, I'm trying to move up the hierarchy. So, yeah. Want to read the chat. Sebastian is probably too young to know about the Mr. Ed TV show from the 60s, but Mr. Ed the horse would always beat his owner at chess. Wow, I didn't know that. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm really into old school movies. I'm really into old school music and stuff, so I've actually watched The Saint with Roger Moore. I don't think a lot of people my age have done that. And I also have watched, well, you know, all the classic James Bond movies. I really love Roger Moore. I was so sad when he passed away 2 years ago. One of my favorite actors. Hi all, just home from work to catch the end of the stream. Well, thank you so much, Pizza Racer. Thank you so much for spending your precious time on a guy like myself. Thank you so much. It's highly appreciated. You know, Van Forrest Gump. So good. Brilliant joke. Considering that Lucas Van Forrest is the one that asked that question. Forrest Gump is a really good movie though, I have to say. Thank you, Michael Palishka, for the game. Good game and cool idea with Queen e7. So again, I'm gonna try to get a higher rated here. What about the Lucas himself? Who's the highest rated of those who are here? Sergei Rachmaninoff. He's not online though. He's not online. What a shame. No, he is online. Okay, great. Let's see. 2743 on Sergei Rachmaninoff. Tough word to pronounce. Thank you so much, Mike, for being here. Mick, I mean. My English is so good today. Thank you so much. Michael Tall. Really appreciate that. So he's probably gonna play the Sveshnikov, isn't he? He takes, he's gonna play g6, which is an opening I love to play against, the Accelerated Dragon. And he plays this line. Alright. So the theory, bishop g7, castles, queen d2, a5, knight a4. That's how the theory goes. But he plays bishop e6. He wants to avoid mainstream theory. Probably for the best, isn't it? I'm gonna put my bishop on e2. If Rachmaninoff is the Russian composer, he is, right? Yeah, I think so. I've heard it. a5. This guy wants to take me down, and guess what? I want to take him down as well, and I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna start attacking him. We're gonna attack like we've ever attacked before with g4. This is really unusual to play in Accelerated Dragon though, but you know, I like to experiment a little bit. I don't like to do what everybody else does. I like to be unique and different. Being different is, you know, nice. Would be a little boring if everyone always did the same. Yep, I just go online and I like it already. Thank you so much, CP Queetert. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. This is, you know, my first time, so you know, the first times are always the ones where you are really nervous, and that applies to basically every single in real life situation, especially when it comes to the dating game. I guess we will not talk too much about that, but you know, when it comes to dating, when you start thinking and using your brain and overthinking, and that's always when it ends badly for you. Just some wisdom words from the dating coach, Father Gascoigne, just in case. When you start thinking, that's when it goes downhill. You know, always be yourself. And knight c5, and this is gross. I have to play bishop d1. How do you pronounce your last name? That is Mihajlov. Mihajlov is how you pronounce that. Do you know Daniel Darchach? I actually do not know, but I saw the name because I think he did well in a qualification match or something like that. Knight takes b3. That is shocking. That is shocking. Oh, whoa. This guy, Rachmaninoff, what have you done to me? If I have to take, but the problem is if I take and play knight e2, it's gonna take on c1, and that's bishop c3 in the end. Cripes, I did not see that at all. Yikes, this is gonna end badly for Father Gascoigne. Am I going to suffer my first defeat? We have 121 against 117. This is intense, guys. Hopefully, I will be able to pull off a miracle here. Or I hope that I'm gonna be able to flag him. Is this the most spectators you've ever had for your first time? I don't know. I actually have no idea how many people are watching. Queen a3. I want to move out of the pen. I do not know how many people are watching, but I do hope that people are enjoying it. That's all I care about. The numbers is always fun, of course, but you know, if people like it, then that makes me happy. But now we have a piece up. Maybe Rachmaninoff's sacrifice was incorrect, and we have 10 seconds more. There are 8 million people watching. Oh, I wish. Actually, the YouTube video I have on my channel with the most amount of views is slightly above 1 million, which is absolutely insane considering the fact that the only thing I do in that video is to make pies on a computer game for children. Amazing, isn't it? Only 7 million now. 110 people are watching this on Twitch. Wow, that's nice. That makes me really, really happy that people are watching. That makes me feliz como una lombriz, like you say in Spanish. 17 seconds, and this might be tough for the Russian composer to handle. Bishop e3 now, and I think I'm gonna go for it. Should I be sneaky and play this? I will. I'll try to just... I need took, I'll take f6, e5. I'll take the pawn. 8 seconds. Are we playing with increment? No, we're not, right? No, we're not. Okay, I got confused there for a sec. The defeat of the Russian composer is a fact. But that was intense, and I believe black had a really good position there. At least if the sacrifice works. If it doesn't work, then maybe it's good for me. I don't know, though. Alright, we have a few new ones here. I guess I'll go with... who should I pick? There are a lot of strong guys now challenging me, but Nikolas Hedberg with 800. I guess I will accept your... Sean Spicer says that this Banter Blitz session has more viewers than any internet event ever. Nice. Wonderful. E4. What should I do? Good old Sicilian. I'm just here because I'm bored and my favorite streamer isn't online. And who is your favorite streamer? Hopefully you will get a new favorite streamer. Knight f3. I'll go with knight c6, I guess. If he plays d4. Oh yes, of course. Plays bishop b5. Ugh, g6, I guess. Don't mate me too fast. No worries, dude. I believe you will put up a fight. Good fight. No doubt about that. Ooh, my back's hurting a little bit. Have you already been here for 1 hour and 15 minutes? It's crazy. I do notice that I've been talking a lot, though. My voice is starting to get slightly dry, and there's no coffee left either for me to enjoy. So he's placed the move g3. I guess I can put a d6 up in here. Maybe try to push e5 at some point. Okay, knight c3, maybe e6. Defend the d5 square. Put my knight on e7. Maybe slightly better for black. But okay. Solid position for black. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just... Whenever I'm bored, I just speak in like a million different voices. I also wanted to be like a voice actor when I was a kid. That dream is kind of dead now, though. But, you know, I still enjoy just speaking with different voices and stuff. Why does everyone play g6 against Rosalimo? e6 and d6 score better. Well, I guess it might be the Magnus effect, but knight e5. Knight e5. Yeah, that was an interesting mix between a Norwegian, Russian, and Scottish accent. Yeah, that was not very good, but if I can try for the Scottish one again, I guess it... Is this a Mr. Beast merch? That is indeed correct. That is 95. That was sad blunder by my friend Nick. If I'm gonna try the Scottish one, I guess it would be something like, "This is the first time I'm streaming the Banter Blitz." Something along those lines. Put the bishop on b2, I'll put it back on g7. Castle, maybe play queen c7 and rook d8. But okay. Is this the 9th game? Yeah, I'll stop. But you know, I love the Scottish accent. It's brilliant. And it's quite cool and quite hard to understand as well. And Scotland is a beautiful country. The people are really nice. I have a few Scottish friends. What is the Magnus effect? Well, Magnus did play, and he wants to give me the rook. Nice guy. Well, I guess I'll have to take. Well, the thing is that Magnus did play g6 against Caruana, so he did get really good positions. I guess that's what I would call the Magnus effect. But he took with the d-pawn after bishop takes c6, because bishop takes c6 is the main line by far, I think. If I remember it correctly. I might be wrong. Visited Aberdeen recently, they sound that way. Well, thank you. Yeah, exactly. CPQ they are really difficult to understand if they do not want to be understood, but I guess that's the case with a lot of people who have English as their first language, like Jamaicans. And good game, Nikolas. Good game. Good game indeed. All right, I'll go for the next one here. How was your vacation in Cuba? Well, that was nice. That was really great. Lucas Van Forest is in the house. I have to accept him. I find Scots to be more legible than many English accents. True. Good game, man. Good game. I agree, and they're really nice too. I also liked the accent up north. I believe it's north in England. The Queen G4, what? What the frick? Knight of 6? Is this guy trying to mock me or something? I'm gonna play E5 and I have E4, E5 with a queen on H4. Lucas, what are you doing? Knight C6. Queen on H4 definitely sounds like a very bad idea. Okay, if I place the bishop on C5, I will castle if he plays knight to G5. Yeah, D3. I have to be a little bit careful. His idea was, of course, that if I played H6, he would play knight G5, and I couldn't have taken it because my rook would be hanging. And his idea now is still to play bishop G5, which is annoying. I'm gonna avoid that. Bishop E7. Such a lame move, though. Oh, queen G3, knight H5. Talking about D7, D5. Yeah, that's gonna come, of course. But yeah, speaking of the vacation in Cuba, Cuba is a really nice country to visit. And I had a blast when I was there. I played the La Capablanca Memorial, so that was a really good tournament. That was an excellent tournament. A lot of strong players. And I believe I'm doing extremely well against my brother Luke. This might be too much for Luke to handle because I'm gonna have D5 next and his queen is almost trapped. He has only one square for his queen, which is a huge problem for Luke Skywalker right here. Who is Lucas Van Forest, so he's gonna play that. What if I play D5, his queen takes H5, G6, queen H6, which is a shime. Alright. I guess I can always sacrifice. No, I'm just gonna play G6. G4. This man is going for it. Oh, queen H6. Disgusting, I didn't see that. Gross. Yeah, that opening is of course incredibly bad, but you'll probably beat me with it, of course. To my embarrassment, he's now attacking the pawn on F4. And there's literally nothing I can do about it. I don't want to play bishop D6. That is such a bad move. Why do I even consider moves like that? Absolutely gross. Maybe bishop F6 though. Knight E5. Definitely looks possible. Yeah, I'll go for it. But he can just take the pawn. What am I doing? Take the pawn and there's mate on F7. Ugh. This is extremely bad. Like, what am I doing? Ugh. Do I have G5? Queen C1, so there's no use for that. Yeah, that came and I'm just gonna castle. Down a pawn. Down a pawn. Ooh, knight C3. He's gonna go for it. I'll have to get some squares. He's gonna castle long, I guess. And now his advances with his queen is not that bad. Although I might get some decent control on the black squares. My only hope. But of course, his time is ticking down. I'm gonna flag him. His rating is really high as well. I gotta gain a few points when I beat him. Okay, knight D5. Gross as well. But I have knight takes G4 though. He takes, but I have bishop G5, right? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The queen is trapped. Lucas, my man, has blundered big time, and we will end up winning this game. Yeah, that is nice. Oh man. Oh, he plays that. Then I'm just gonna take the knight. That is a piece. What is he doing? Is he really gonna play on? I guess I put my bishop on f4 just to be hilarious. He's taking it, and he's playing h4. The salt on this man is obvious, but the fact is he has blundered against Father Gascoigne, and once again, Father Gascoigne will remain undefeated. He's gonna double on the h-file. I couldn't have cared less about that. We're gonna just trade off the pieces and win smoothly. Takes queen f6. Rook h8. Everything is defended. He's going for it. The man himself. But at queen a6, he definitely didn't see that. Which of course does not threaten anything. Knight c3. Rook d8. And why? He is playing with a queen down. But is it... I'm so happy about this one, guys. I can't deny it. Just as long as I don't make a slip somewhere, I will be all good. Queen takes a5. Lucas eating the black pieces after we're a box of chocolates. Well, my mama used to say that chess is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. That's also a philosophy of mine when it comes to chess. Ooh, he's threatening rook a2. Of course I didn't see that. Definitely really unexpected. h5, I'm just gonna open up the lines. The resignation is inevitable, Lucas. The defeat. You have to accept your defeat. I will challenge you to beat Father Gascoigne in Bloodborne, though. I think you'll have a decent shot at that. Right, so we're gonna check. We're gonna trade. And the resignation is gonna come. Definitely inevitable now. We will take the knight. And the checkmate is coming. e5. King e7. Lucas Van Forest is still going. And yes, there will be checkmate very soon. Can I find the checkmate though? You get chocolate. GMs are also human. I couldn't have said it better myself. Dutch defender, I couldn't have said it better myself. Right, so here. c6, and that's checkmate, right? Oh, he has b5. Or d5 for that matter. One of those. Ooh. Rook b3. I'm actually close to blundering. What is this? What is this nonsense? I'm struggling with literally so many pieces up. And the resignation is gonna come because Lucas Van Forest is gonna throw in the towel. King a5. Nice. Let's of course not play queen b7 here, but just something like this. And he's not gonna allow me to checkmate him. Really? He resigns. Fair enough. Good game, my friend. Good game. Yeah, a sad blunder, have to say. Tough blunder with knight takes c5. It's here, right? Yeah. Yeah. But you know, that's just the way it is. Well played. Well, thank you, Lucas Van Forest, but I actually think I played a little bit poorly in the beginning, though. GM killer. Alright, let's accept a new one. Mike has been challenging me for a while, so I accept him. I'll still go with the flow. I'll still go with the flow of playing lower rated, high rated, lower rated. Gonna try something different. French? Except for your first game, you're undefeated. Not bad. Thank you. Thank you. d4, d5. Knight c3, knight f6, e5, right? e5. e5. e5, bueno, que bien. We've already been here for 1.5 hours, which is probably around the timer. I don't know. I don't want to quit though. I just know that the Isle of Man stream is starting at 16. Do not want to interfere with those guys. The Isle of Man people, they are dangerous to mess around with. Bishop e3 is the huge main line here, and if he does that, I'm gonna play my move h6. I blundered only a bishop. Hand me your GM title, Lucas. Oh, I love it. I love the chat. So much fun. So much fun. I hope people are not too mad that I'm not talking insanely much about the games, but you know, I really enjoy talking to the chat, interacting with people, getting to know people and stuff. I love this. I just bloody love it. So this is a favorite of mine, although it's not really that good. I like playing interestingly anyway. Bishop takes c5. Getting all sweaty. No coffee. Where's Felipe with his coffee when I need it? I need the coffee. I will at some point start to slip up, and if it will be against Mike, that will remains to be seen, I guess. Yeah, ooh, this is getting dangerous. This is probably a really bad line if White plays Bishop e2 instead of normal Queen d2. It's a bad line there as well, though, to be fair. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go all in. I'm a man who goes all in when he can. Just because I like to create excitement. I like excitement. I like to play fun and interesting chess. Challenging, instead of boring. He takes. What a man. I'm gonna recapture, of course. The greedy man I am. Definitely gonna recapture. Queen takes d5 though. This is disgustingly bad for me. Ooh. I might have to think a little bit here. Yeah. Mike might be able to take me down. Queen b6. Ooh. Yeah, I guess I can do this, right? I have knight e7 in the end. After e6 takes knight e7. Maybe it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I have knight e7 next. It's actually not that bad. Takes it. And then I have... Oh, queen h5. I did not see that. He didn't do that. Probably a good move. I hope he plays me next. I am no Belina, Grandmaster. Is it home time already in your office? No, not really. I think people are gonna start leaving by the time the Isle of Man stream starts at 16. Although correct me if I'm wrong, but actually is the Isle of Man stream... I guess it's not on this channel, right? Yeah, because Jan is definitely not streaming that, as far as I'm aware. I'm just wondering when I'm gonna suffer my first defeat. Might happen really soon. This is really dangerous. Queen c5? Have to protect the h5 square. If not, he's just gonna play knight h4 at some point and bishop h5, and I'm mated. A bunch of people walk past it with their coats on. Yeah, some people are gonna leave.
Yes, this is wonderful news. Bishop d3, I'll play knight f8. Bishop g4 next.
Another voice. What am I doing? I'm so... This is what happens when I get no coffee. I start becoming silly. At the end of the day, of a long day in the office. Like 2 hours. A really long day in the office. Speaking about The Office is a really funny show. Can't deny that. He's attacking my rook. I didn't see that. Ooh, this is really dangerous. Probably completely losing. Why are all Alexes so strong? Yeah, good point. Frederick. Alex D. Ooh. Oh! 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 You don't know. Oh! Oh! You don't know you're beautiful. Oh! Oh! This is gross. I'm now officially lost. This is so bad, guys. I'm gonna suffer my first defeat. He's attacking on c8, and I cannot play queen f5. I just completely missed that for some bizarre reason. That's what happens at the end of the day. You can't win them all. Or can you? I'm definitely gonna try. I'm gonna try and just play king d8. Ooh, this is... Yeah, queen f7. Ah, there's nothing I can do. Queen somewhere. Please don't play queen b6, please. No, he played it. Queen rook takes c7. No, 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 no. Nai. Why are you doing this? My rating is so close to 2900. He did not see rook takes c7. Thank God. But does it help? It doesn't help because I'm completely losing. Knight f7 is a threat. Here maybe, right? I also avoid all of the rook takes e7 stuff. I'm just gonna try to defend. If I can defend long enough, I'm gonna flag him though. I'm gonna flag him for sure. If I can defend long enough, that is. Which I highly doubt I will be able to. It's gonna be a miracle if I'm gonna save this game. He has too many threats, that's the problem. Yeah, this is absolutely hopeless, guys. Yeah. 97, rook d1, knight, queen takes e6, what am I thinking of? Here, maybe? No, it doesn't work. Does it work? Queen. Knight c8, rook d1. No, that doesn't work either. Knight d7. What can I do? I have to play some. I have to just play something. It's gonna. I'm gonna try to trick him now. I already looked at this line. Knight just blunders the bishop. Ja. Så fan alltså. Good game, my friend. Mike, you have officially taken me down. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm gonna resign that. It's absolutely terribly. Oh no. Oh no. Good game by you. That's a highly impressive display.
I am no Berliner.
Great. I'm gonna play you. 3100. Ooh, my mouse. What's going on with my mouse, guys? Un problemo. The mouse is not working. Great. I'll have to play with the touchpad. Yay. I'm gonna be playing really slowly. Now it's back. The mouse is back. He plays c6. I'm gonna go for this line. Let's see what this guy can pull off. Lucas Van Forest is the man who showed me how to play this line. But I actually forgot because he wants to play h3, I think. I believe. Lucas Van Forest like h3 there. I think that's true. I'm really gonna place my knight on e3. I'll have to play really fast if I'm gonna be able to take I am no Berliner down. And the mouse is failing. The mouse is failing indeed. Yeah, well, you know, who knows what's gonna happen if I'm able to beat this guy. Right. Oh no, my mouse is gonna give me huge problems. No. I'm seriously having insane issues. This is terrible. You know, my philosophy is to play fast, but that's impossible with a bad mouse. Luckily, play the Caro-Kann, which I don't really... Just not such a good opening. Really solid, though. I'll give it that, but that's it. Okay, just kidding. Caro-Kann is obviously a really good opening. And I blundered, yay. Don't think it's the end of the world, but against I am no Berliner, it probably is a terrible, probably is. Ooh, this guy is probably really gonna beat me. Or did he blunder, though? Blunder alert? Blunder? What did I miss? Blunder alert for I am no Berliner. A pawn is officially hanging, and I'm taking it. And now, the d5 pawn is gone, which is really bad news for I am no Berliner. We are low on time, mouse problems, but we have 154, so it's all good for the moment. Ooh, this guy. What about... Nah, that doesn't work.